and this guy. And this guy looks like he could use a barf bag. Actually, he looks like he could use several hundred. Actually, he looks like he could use several barf bags, which is the idea. Which is um, which is a idea. And where I'm going with this kind of the brainfield. Uh, Bernard, Brendan, Brainsfield, different kind of drinking, Brendan here, and now we're all in trouble because I'm talking about James Gunn. Okay, now we're all in trouble because okay, now we're all in trouble because here I am talking about James Gunn and Peter Dinklage. That's wrong. Wrong. That's right. That's right. Heading with the James Gunn and Peter Dinklage program. What came up with how I came up with this idea? Nobody knows. Nobody cares. And let's get going with it. So, in heading with the James Gunn and Peter Dinklage program, Jack. The past, the present, and the future of DC projects, live action movies, studio, starting with an ideally, I just idea for a live action movie on James. If James Gunn is watching this, you're what can I say? Like what can I say? Like what can I say? Here, you have an amazing talent for rewriting the world of DC. You know, like even like you're so good at it. It almost hurts. And I would I would like to explain, and I would like to give my own emphasis in give my own emphasis on what James Gunn could shoot for in in the live action cradle, or if not bid set of live action DC, shooting with this guy, with this guy, starting with this guy, Barfin Bill, uh, starting with this guy, Barfin Bill, or Doctor Psycho, as he would be, as he would like to be known and called, Doctor Psycho. Now, what if between Tom Jones, between James Gunn and Peter Dinklage, here I say, and here's the idea that I have in my head, a Dr. Sicko, a Dr. Psycho live action movie, origin movie. Oh yeah. Why not? Why not? Why not? And Pete, and I am not hoping to be forgiven for what I'm going to say next. And I am not hoping to be forgiven on what I'm going to say next. Dr. Psycho, and I know who'd be the perfect candidate for portraying Dr. Psycho in live action. Peter Dinklage. Why not? I mean, and it's not because he's small. It's not because Peter Dinklage is small that I'm thinking about this. It's just that who, where in the animated or live action form is this guy? Where? Where is Dr. Psycho here in the DC sphere? We've only seen him once, and that was in the Harley Quinn animated show here. And now we got trouble in the barn, and now we got some real serious trouble here. He's supposed to be the arch nemesis of of Wonder Woman. Wait. Well, here's what I'm thinking. Where the hell was he in the Wonder Woman sphere? Where the hell was he? Oh, that's right. He's not anywhere in there because, like, unless somebody could pick him out in one of the live action Wonder Woman movies, unless someone could point him out in there, it's like where's Waldo, you know? It's like, where is Waldo? Or better yet, like, where in the hell is Waldo? You know, it's like the where's Waldo stuff. You know, at least Waldo was in there. You know, in those books. That Dr. Psycho, nowhere to be seen, nowhere to be found. Like, what did you do with that? You can't tell me he's the arch nemesis of Wonder Woman and just leave it at that. So here's what I'm thinking. The most perfect candidate, James Gunn. Peter Dinklage, putting actual emphasis on Dr. Psycho and doing that live action origin movie, which James Gunn can't do, which James Gunn can totally pull off. Like, James Gunn, my boy. Like, James Gunn, my boy. When, within the stuff that you're making already, could you do, starring Peter Dinklage, a Dr. Psycho movie? Like, that would be that would be kind of like, you know, the patron saint of DC if you could pull that off. You know, like, this, like, if James Gunn could pull that off, along with Peter Dinklage pulling that off, you know, we don't know where this guy is. Dr. Psycho. We don't even have a backstory of this guy, and it's not right. And this is not all right. This is not okay. We're only seeing him in this. We find out that he's the arch nemesis of Wonder Woman, which, unless you could point him out in any of the Wonder Woman things, live action, animated, You can't very well just leave it at that. So here's an idea. Here's an idea. I'm still here. I'm wondering if Peter Dinklage and James Gunn could pull that off. Doing a Peter Dinklage rehabilitated Dr. Psycho movie, origin movie. Like, come on, I'm sick. I'm sick and tired of only seeing him in this. Like, where's the friggin' back? Like, where's the friggin' backstory to this guy? In fact, where's the story in general of this guy? Like you can't just do that. You know, you introduce potentially a villain at maybe a few quarters of you know, like, I'm not saying Peter Dinklage is small. I'm not saying that. I'm saying he's gonna get you know, his well dressed rear end into some projects in the DC world. That that's all I'm saying, and that's all I'm getting at. Like, like he was an elf. Like, he did a bang up job in Elf. That Christmas movie. He did a bang up job. We need more of that. We need more of that bang up job. And by him, like when and where and how can you do it? Like we see, like, please, okay. We need, and like maybe you could do some animated DC movies with Doctor Cycle too, but at least have the nerve to get up there. Yeah, Peter Dinklage, sweet man. Like, where are you? Like, where are you, sweet man? Like, sweet, wonderful, and talented Peter Dinklage. Where are you when it comes to certain ideas like this? You know, please, like I'm not trying to blackmail anybody. I am not trying to blackmail anybody. I'm not trying to blackmail James Gunn or Peter Dinklage, but I'm trying to get ideas. You know, but I'm trying to bring ideas up to the surface so they're thought about and rehabilitated, and you know, like I don't want, like I do want, like I don't just want, DC movies in the live action front, back, and center gears. Like, it's one thing to do Batman, it's another to do Batman and Robin, it's another to do Harley Quinn. Everyone we know, but what about the ones that we don't know, or ones that are probably in the DC sphere but haven't had a chance to come out in their own movies yet? Doctor Psycho needs to come out of the woodwork. Peter Dinklage shouldn't should definitely start talking with James Gunn and suit up, you know, and suit Peter Dinklage up as Dr. Psycho. Like, why not? I'm not making fun of the guy at being small. I'm just making. I'm just trying to get him to, I'm just trying to wake some people up, wake him up to say, hey, hold it. There's, you know, we can totally do this. I'm not saying he's small and making fun of him, but he'd be a great role. He'd be an amazing role for like, I mean, for crying out loud, people, like Peter Dinklage. If you're watching this, take a look at the Harley Quinn animated series and learn everything you can about Dr. Psycho, and start, and become him in the Dr. Psycho origin movie. Get James Gunn, talk to James Gunn, get a second opinion. Like, we need it. We need it. And the come on, like, and while we're at it, maybe a Poison Ivy movie could be, tall, tall, green, and ridiculously pretty. Why not an origin movie on her too, right? Like, and get Harley Quinn in there, and get Harley Quinn in that movie too. Like, mostly a Poison Ivy movie with Harley Quinn in there somewhere, or Harley Quinn's. However you would want to do that, like, come on. I mean, if you really want to make great ideas, if you want to really put ideas together for the next couple of DC live action movies, do a Peter Dinklage Dr. Psycho movie live action, and do a Poison Ivy live action movie with, like, bits and pieces of Harley Quinn, since she became the psychiatrist to Poison Ivy. Like, maybe put the Joker in there. But, like, come on. We need ideas, we need fast thinking people like that. Maybe not fast thinking, but like smooth thinking people like that, to say, hey, like, we're doing a lot of Batman things. Why not put it, like, we're doing a lot of Batman things. We're doing a lot of, like, Batman and whoever things. Where's Dr. Psycho? Where's Poison Ivy? Like, I'll put it to you this way. You got an amazing, like, I'll put it to you this way. Get your ass in gear and make some of these projects happen. Okay? Get your ass in gear, Peter Dinklage. Get your well-suited, get your well-dressed ass in gear, and make some of these, and bring some of these ideas to the surface. Because, and James Gunn, if you're watching this, we need, we need a Peter Dinklage, Dr. Psycho movie to come out of the woodwork, and we also need a Poison Ivy movie coming out of the woodwork as well. So, a couple of thoughts to think about. And a couple of thoughts to think about, and something to think about in general, and wake up and smell the Irish coffee here. Like, we need a lift coming. Like, we need a lift here, and this is the lift that we need. We need a Peter Dinklage starring. We need a Peter Dinklage Dr. Psycho movie coming, and we need a Peter And we need a Peter Dinklage starring Dr. Psycho movie coming. And we need maybe like a Lady Gaga uh, Poison Ivy movie happening here. Lady Gaga starring as Poison Ivy. Think about it. Think about it. And you know, like I'm just throwing these out. Like I'm just throwing these ideas out. Somebody has to, and someone should be able to pick up these ideas and do something with them. So after saying all of that and doing all that and coughing that up, so I'll either see you in the next thing or I'll see you in the next thing whenever I make it. So okay. Like I'm just saying, you know, wake up and smell the wake up and smell wake up and smell the bluegrass or whatever you want to smell. Wake up and smell the Irish coffee or whatever you want to smell, and get these things happening. You know, a Peter Dink, a Peter Dinklage, uh, Doctor Psycho movie happening, and Lady Gaga or whoever you can find to do Poison Ivy live action movie. Who knows? Maybe you could do a Harley Quinn and a Spider Man movie. You know, those two characters together. So, having said that, done that, and got the hat and jacket and the bowling ball of it, I will see you in the next one whenever I think it up and make it. Ciao. Uh, ciao. Basinia. Bismillania. And cheers to all your health. And while at it, cheers to James Gunn, the greatest DC movie maker in the whole world.